Sports, Nebraska's home for sports, is live from the Coliseum on the campus of the University of Nebraska for NSAA High School State Volleyball Championships. And this evening in the Class B State Championship, it's the two-time defending champ Lincoln Pius Thunderbolts and the Northwest Vikings. Hello again, everybody. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Husker Kathy Wieskep. Great to have you with us tonight as Pius gets ready to defend its two-time state championship against a very familiar foe, Grand Island Northwest. These two teams squared off last year for the title.
This is a rematch, so both of them very familiar and very comfortable here. It's really not a matter of jitters, it's a matter of execution.
Let's take a look at where these two teams are from, and not surprising, Lincoln Pius is not too far from Grand Island Northwest. Northwest comes in at 32-3, Pius 37-2 on the year. Here's how they got there. Pius sweeping its way into state with the sweep of Hastings and Omaha Gross. And Northwest also a sweep of Scott and Aurora. So both of these teams cruising on their way here to state. And the interesting thing about this will be to see how the two setters perform as well, and also how the hitters perform, especially Pius has been on fire as of late.
Their hitters definitely very dynamic. They run a fast tempo offense. They really spread it out. You've got Lauren Cook leading the charge. You're going to see a lot of firepower coming at him.
Let's go down to Danny Busboom down on the court.
I'm going to go ahead and say that tonight's going to be a battle of the setters. Both these setters have had a history being around volleyball. Actually, Jenna Rose's mom, Diane, who's the head coach, was my coach of the high school all-star game. So she was around the whole time, Jenna. She even made us bracelets. Just love to be around good players. And of course, Lauren Cook. John Cook said she might have the best hands I've ever seen, and he was not just saying that because she's his daughter. She is excellent, and she certainly had a lot of good players to follow.
When we come back, the Class B State Championship, it'll be Pius and Northwest in Lincoln.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
My job with Nebraska Public Power District takes me to new heights, offers me challenging experiences. Like me, the utility cares about Nebraska. I go home at night knowing that what I do makes a difference. To put it simply, I am where I want to be.
Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank, fulfilling their commitment to serve customers wherever they are on their terms, providing a full range of banking services at 57 branch offices and more than 100 ATMs located conveniently across Nebraska. Wherever you go, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, you'll find us.
Hi, Kevin Kugler along with Adrian Fiala, inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will review the Kansas State Husker game along with Sean Callahan on recruiting.
Join us live next Tuesday on NET1 and NET HD for the next Big Red Wrap-Up.
I'm Kim Cattrall.
Hey, I'm Kevin Bacon.
I'm Julia Stiles.
And public broadcasting is my source.
For staying connected.
For educational programming.
For intelligent conversation.
For starting every day.
In-depth reporting. True artistry.
For news about the world.
Creativity at its best.
Entertainment, news.
Hope, humanity, and heart.
Fair and complete information.
For the conversation starter.
For laughter. For inspiration.
Great pride.
For community.
Trust.
Everything.
NET Sports coverage of the Nebraska High School Volleyball Championships is being carried live over the internet. If you know friends or family who'd like to watch today's events and don't have access to NET1, have them log on to our network website, netnebraska.org. Click Sports, follow the prompts to high school volleyball, and they'll be able to watch all of the action live on the internet. Once again, that's netnebraska.org. It's a free service of NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. Now for the introductions, let's go to our public address announcer, Steve Lemon.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to the 2008 NSAA Volleyball Championships. Tonight's Class B State Championship match is between the Grand Island Northwest Lady Vikings with a record of 32 wins and 3 losses, and the Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts with a record of 37 wins and 2 losses. Now introducing the teams. First, the Grand Island Northwest Lady Vikings. Number 1, Shayna Schucker. Number 2, Kayla Fayberg. Number 3, Amber Reedy. Number 5, Katie Rowert. Number 6, Lydia Myers. Number 10, Melissa Costello. Number 16, Cardi Keel. Number 17, Kaylee Buckman. Number 18, Michaela Shimmer. Number 19, Taylor Johnson. Number 20, Rachel Purdy. Number 24, Jenna Rose. Number 25, Amelia Beeler. And number 30, Kyla Hebronic. The head coach of the Lady Vikings is Diane Rose, assisted by Ann Purdy, Haley Lenz, and Barb Holmes. And now for the Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts. Number 2, Grace Morin. Number 3, Lauren Cook. Number 4, Kirsten Linebaugh. Number 5, Ellie Ross. Number 6, Erica Efkin. Number 7, Cassie Efkin. Number 8, Kelsey Heidemann. Number 9, Natalie Braun. Number 10, Megan Lang. Number 11, Haley Heibel. Number 12, Allie Bolter. Number 13, Liz Buckman. And number 15, Kayla Gaydon. The head coach for the Thunderbolts is Jake Moore, assisted by Greg Layshock, Mary Jo Koff, D.C. Mather, and Mitch Braun. Officials for tonight's game, Ryan Ty and Bill Stanley. Let's play volleyball!
Our best crowd of the day here at the Nebraska Coliseum. Grand Island Northwest taking on the Pius X Thunderbolts for the Class B state championship. It is a rematch. Pius won it last year over Northwest at Pershing Auditorium in 3 straight. Northwest trying to return the favor today. These two teams very familiar with each other. They've played twice before.
Twice already. This is their 3rd matchup. The last matchup was in late October. It was a 5-set match. It was a marathon. Pius comes out on top, but both teams scored 103 points apiece in that matchup. So very even. 3rd time's a charm is what Northwest is thinking. Bolt's thinking we can do it again.
Both of these teams very familiar with state championships. Both going for their 6th state title overall. Check that. Northwest going for its 3rd. Pius going for its 6th overall. And the Bolts going for 3 in a row. We had a Ullman last match. Giltner on the 10-year anniversary of its previous championship won another one. Pius back in 96, 97, and 98 won 3 straight. They're going for it 2006, 2007, and here in 2008. Will it hold true? Can Pius run 3 in a row 10 years apart? Northwest and Pius. Highly anticipated battle of these 2 top programs in the state in Class B. Ellie Ross will start it off for the Pius Thunderbolts. Ross, a 5'6" junior libero, back to serve for the Bolts. We're underway in Class B. On the slide to Shaker right away. A hand on it by Gaydon. They go back to Gaydon, who's blocked back. Lauren Cook pushes the free ball over. Costello outside, left hand not good, and the block back by Efkin. Erica Efkin on the outside with the block.
Great timing delay on the block by Efkin. Ball was a little outside. She hung tight, waited, and went up and got the block.
Bolts on top 1-0. Heated rivalry between these two. Push it out. Leah Myers into the net.
Myers just taking a little sharp shot there. Not able to get it over the net. Just not real sharp, clean here from the get-go.
The first time these two teams played, the Bolts hit .309 against Northwest. The second time they squared off, it was down to .214. Northwest trying to figure it out a little bit, and they've done so. Blocked and just out on the slide. Falter puts it away. Falter, a great story for the Bolts this year. Last year, when they were down at state, she wasn't even on the 14-person roster as a sophomore. She has improved that much in the offseason, has become a key cog in this Pius X Thunderbolt offense, hitting .426 on the year.
And that's why it's important for young athletes to keep continuing to pursue their dreams of continuing to want to play and being out there on the court. Sometimes it's just a matter of maturation and strength.
Gaden with a little tip here. Northwest can't get to it. 4-0. The Bolts have rattled off the first 4 of the game. In the middle of Shaker, block back. Big block. Allie Falter again. And a timeout early on. Diane Rose has seen enough. She's seen the Bolts jump out to a 5-0 lead. Let's go down to Danny.
Last year, Lincoln Pius and Northwest were the 2 teams remaining in the Class B title match. Let's take a look back at Pius's attempt to earn back-to-back Class B championships.
We have the 34-4 Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts taking on the 32-3 Northwest Vikings. Ashley outside, block back. The Pius Thunderbolts, they're on top 2 games to none. Shocker, big swing, Shocker back, and she's warming up. 27 all. Caught it, block back. Pushed across. Pius X Thunderbolts, back-to-back state champs.
Well, last year, quite the battle. Could be the same thing again this year. I know these teams, they play tough, they're well coached, they're emotional, the crowd is into it, so this should be an exciting Class B match tonight.
And as you pointed out earlier, Danny, great setters on both sides of the net tonight. Jenna Rose for Northwest, Lauren Cook, both coaches' kids. Rose pushes it outside, Myers. Handed up on Pius, Crick in the middle, Cook. Lauren Cook with the Crick in the middle, delivered to Falter, and Falter puts it away.
Cook really likes to run that fast-paced tempo. She's got great hands, as Danny mentioned before. She's able to get the ball to the hitters where they like it and where they need it.
Of course, Lauren Cook will play next year at UCLA. On the line, ace serve, Pius. 7 straight points to open up set number 1.
And just a great job serving by Allie Ross. She's back there, got a string going. She's confident, even out of the timeout, did exactly what she needed to do and serve tough, keep it in.
Ross again, 7-0 Bolts. Shaker not much to deal with there. Back row, Braun with the tip, and put down. Shaker there that time.
Shaker right there in the middle. She holds tight. You can see focus or setup. She adjusts, takes a quick step to her left, and is there.
Cook goes back on the slide. Falter couldn't get it down. Sit back over. Cook. Gaden can't get it down. Myers off the top of the block. Crick in the middle. Once again, Falter. Big first set for Falter.
Playing well, keeps that high hand. She's up, you can see she gets up there, gets that hand high, and just uses the wrist snap to put top spin on the ball, get it in the middle of the floor.
443 kills on the year for, I think at 443 for Braun. Falter hitting 426 on the year. Quick middle, just pushed over by Falter. Outside Gaden. Gaden right outside the block of the kill. 9-1 Bolts.
Gaden takes that ball out the outer edge of the block, just looking where her block is. She's a big, powerful attacker, will swing hard at the ball.
Jump serve there by Heimel. And that's wide. Another point for Pius. We're seeing early jitters here. Haley Heimel again with the serve. Quick middle shaker, tip try. Great save. Back row, Braun can't get it down. And the kill. Melissa Costello.
Costello ready on the backside as they pop it back to her. You see the block of Pius got stuck in the middle. They hung tight in the middle. And Costello had a free lane to swing.
Block back. Big block there by Northwest. Now they're settling down.
Costello and Shaker, nice solid block, worked well together.
Serve of Lydia Myers. It pushes it over on the 2-ball.
Great push there by Rose. She's almost all the way to the left side of the court. Changes direction, pushes it all the way to the opposite pin.
So Myers to serve again. Northwest back to within 6. Bump set outside. We go to Myers again. Quick set. Miscommunication. 10-5. Here come the Vikings.
Cook ready to run that quick transition. Her attackers weren't ready. They weren't in there quick enough. And that caused the miscommunication there.
Great tip, kill, kept alive.
Outside antenna.
The kill will go to Cook.
Cook just has an instinct also to know when that needs to happen. She's got 136 kills coming into this tournament, so she's an effective attacker up there at the net.
Very opportune when she does it as well, hitting about 450 on the year. And she picks the right spot and the right time to do it. Right down the line goes Natalie Braun.
Beautiful, nice low flat ball to the outside, delivered to Braun. Braun comes up with a quick swing. Blockers have no time to make the adjustment, get out there.
Braun, another one of the recruits, will be playing volleyball next year. She's signed with Furman. That goes off the side of Braun, and Shayna Shaker with the kill.
Shaker sneaks one outside between the antenna and the block of Braun. She's coming around on that slide, just kind of slides it right off the outside hand.
Kyla Havranek, 5'6" junior libero. Cook on the slide. Good dig. Falter just long.
Falter working hard to get in transition. She didn't have much time as the ball came over off the block. She could barely get around there and back in.
Havranek to serve again. Nothing doing that time. Off the top of the block. Back to Braun. Braun uses the hand of Costello, and Braun with another kill.
Braun is just a big swinger on the outside. Last time these two teams matched up, she had 79 swings at the ball from the outside. Of that 79, she converted 29 of those into kills. So she's swinging at the ball. She gets it done. She's just an outstanding attacker.
Liz Bachman in the middle. Bachman puts it away for her first kill of the match.
Bachman up, tough serve, pops it right up to Bachman. She's there in her base position, ready, and misdirects it to the side.
Here's Grace Morin with the serve. Good up by Ross, out to Braun. Braun can't finish it. Rose, other side, Myers finds that seam of the block and put it away.
And exactly, pops it right through that gap. Brewer sneaks it in between the blocker's hands. Here you get a chance to look. There's enough hole, and she finds it.
Costello with the serve. Once again, a little off timing there between Cook and Bachman. 14-9. Myers, 5'8" senior outside hitter. Back to Braun. Braun right off that uses the block.
And great job. That's really set up. Bachman's coming for the three, so she's pulling the middle blocker off to the opposite side. And that set to the right side attack really opens her up, gives her an easier block matchup.
And now Lauren Cook back to serve. Leads Pius with 91 aces on the season. Great placement there.
Quick transition coming back.
Outside Braun. Braun finishes at her 4th kill.
Pius really loves to play an up-tempo game, and if you give them a free ball, they're going to push tempo. You see they flat slide of that ball, really sending it out quick to Braun.
Lead is 7, 16-9. Block back, big in the middle, Liz Bachman.
Huge block there by Bachman, great seal, strong shoulders, that inside hand stays firm as the hit comes at that outside hand. Big block.
17-9, Cook still with the serve, she's on a run. And a good wrist away shot in the kill by Jenna Rose.
Rose also likes to get in the action, swinging at the ball. They give her that opportunity. And she does a great job on both sides of the ball, setting it or hitting it.
Ace Rowert. Katie Rowert with the ace. Pulls Northwest to within 6 here in set number 1. Great dig. Right down the middle.
Taylor Johnson, big in the middle, being aggressive, going hard at the block. They're there, but she's working off their edges, taking advantage of the hands there.
Hook to Braun. Braun tries to tip, block back Johnson. Johnson's presence certainly felt up front. That's pushed to her back corner. Free ball Pius.
Watch that quick tempo again.
Rowert again, right down the line, found it.
Just wide.
Just wide.
You'll get a chance to see that again, that fast tempo ball. Again, we weren't able to see the line call, but just outside.
On the slide, Braun finds it that time.
And Braun does a great job. You saw both sides of the net. She's working that line shot. You come down there, especially if you're running fast tempo. The blockers are working hard to get to the outside. That line is very vulnerable and a great shot to hit.
Kayla Gayden back in the lineup for the Bolts. Braun with the jump serve. Goes right at Rowert. Middle, block back Johnson. And a lift called on Northwest.
Bachman really doing a great job up in that block, and she's being very active, moving it laterally, getting her hands on the ball, slowing it down or stopping it right at the tape.
Middle, Rose. Rose found that back corner.
As we mentioned, Rose playing a dual role, both setter and hitter for this Viking squad.
Northwest has done a nice job of settling in since that 9-1 open by the Bolts. Had an 8-point lead. It's pulled back to 5. 4 hits called on Northwest. Back into the game for the Bolts. Ellie Ross to serve.
She had a nice string early on. When she comes in here, I hope they're hoping she does the same thing again. She really serves aggressive, very tough at the baseline.
Falter also back in. On the slide, Shaker block back. She'll go outside to Meyer. Cook. Can't dump it, Meyer again, right off that inside block of Efkin. And the kill.
Just sneaks it in between, really pushing it to the outside here. We'll get a chance to see the block. Just enough gap there. Those two blockers, shoulder to shoulder, close up that hole.
20-15 here in set number 1. Great dig. Havranek doing a nice job back there as the libero for Northwest. Efkin down the line. Havranek there again. They push it right at Cook, make somebody else set it. And it Pius makes him pay. Kayla Gayden down the line of the kill.
And Pius really doing a great job, even out of system, getting a big, aggressive swing on the ball. Gayden does a nice job here reading the block.
So at 21-15, we have a timeout. Northwest Vikings to chat about it. Well, you already using your DTV converter box or a digital television? Remember, you run a channel scan to watch all the available digital channels. Some antennas don't always provide a good picture because of the placement or installation. Local obstacles may interfere with reception, or you may need to upgrade to a more suitable antenna. In any case, a new channel scan may solve your problem. NET is here to help you. Call us at 1-800-698-3426 or visit us online at netnebraska.org/DTV. Well, an exciting high-paced game to this point between the Bolts and the Vikings. 21-15, Pius on top. Jake Moore in his 19th season as the head coach of the Pius Thunderbolts, and on the other bench for the Vikings, Diana Rose in her 25th season. Rose 470 and 142, graduated from UNK, played volleyball and softball there. Now coaching her daughter, has coached her other daughter in the past as well. And the tip try there is wide. Rose knew it when she let go.
She didn't get squared up. She was trying to be deceptive and really kind of got out of sorts where she was in relationship to that sideline.
22-15, Pius 3 away. Rose, middle, shocking. Ross is there, back row Braun. Shocker, solo block, puts it away.
Great delay by Shocker. She waits for that ball get to the net as a 10-foot attack. You got a little timing delay. She does a nice job with that, waits and gets the block.
Myers serve long. Been a very cleanly served game to this point. Into the lineup now for Northwest. Radek, the libero in the back. On the side, Shocker, block back. Natalie Braun.
Braun does a nice job. She hangs and hangs and hangs and gets that inside hand on that ball. Just enough to push it across.
Set point for the Pius Thunderbolts at 24-16. Not yet. It'll be set point number 2. Going back for the Vikings. Kyla Havranek. Cook on the slide, block back. Cook pushes over Braun, rolls the shot. Havranek there. Rose goes back. Costello can't get it over. Swing is long, no touch. Set Pius. So it was a strong open by the Bolts. A 9-1 run to open up set number 1. Led the Bolts to a victory, 25-17 in set number 1.
You're on vacation in the mountains. You've got the kids, the dog, and your tent. Your son says, hiking is lame, so you try rock climbing. It ends up being harder than it looks. Now you're in the hospital wishing you'd stayed home. But you've got Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so you know you're covered, even though you're out of state. So you relax, which is why you went on vacation in the first place. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska. One less thing to worry about.
Soy biodiesel from Nebraska soybeans lowers our dependence on foreign oil. It has properties that reduce engine wear. And it burns without harmfully polluting the atmosphere. The Nebraska Soybean Board encourages the use of soy biodiesel.
We are a nation of explorers. seek new ways of living, of thinking, and of expressing ourselves. We take risks, we learn from experience, and we keep moving forward. That's why we encourage and celebrate the explorer in all of us.
Programming is provided in part by Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nesoybeans.unl.edu. Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. Nebraska Elite Volleyball, training volleyball athletes for all levels of success. 402-706-4109. And by Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment. Back at the Nebraska Coliseum, Class B state championship, Pius 10 Thunderbolts, Northwest Vikings. Bolts take set number one, 25-17. It was really that run to start off that set that did it for Pius. They go on a 9-1 run.
And really, the strong serving of Allie Ross really kicked him off, and she ran those points early on and really kind of set the tone.
On the slide, off the side of the block, Shaker with the kill.
Shaker uses the blocker's hands, takes the angle off the outside hand of Gaden.
First lead of the match for the Vikings of Northwest. 32-3 on the season. 2 of those losses coming to the hands of the Bolts. Open floor, nice swing, and a kill. Falter make it 4 for her.
Falter coming around the backside. They really push the middle blockers to get into the offense. Here she comes around behind. And like you said, really not varsity experience until this season.
Haley Heibel, the sophomore serves. Rose, middle to Shaker. Shaker tries the back. Nice dive by Braun to keep it alive.
Great up by Braun.
And a good bump set by Cook to give a good swing to Falter. What a great play all around by the Bolts.
And Gaden likes to hit kind of over the top of her head. She swings in an angle where you can see her body, and then she goes over the top. That line is open, and she finds it.
2-1 Pius. Outside Costello.
Great up there again by Ross.
And again, Gaden from that left side.
Gaden heating it up, mixing things up, again, reading what she has in front of her and making the shots accordingly.
Heibel jump serve. Right at Shaker. Rose, bump set, back row. Right on the back line, and the kill. Gaden, 3 straight.
She's got the hot hand right now, pushing it to her. Get a chance to see that again. Again, that swing over her shoulder, down the line, just catching line.
4-1 now. Big swing. Melissa Costello with the kill.
Costello really wound up for that one, came in hard. Big, powerful swing, goes through the gap, gets it to fall.
On the slide, hit the antenna.
It's there. I'm really impressed with Falter. She's doing a tremendous job. They're really pushing her tempo, getting her back in transition. You can see there, clips the antenna, and it's flight in the court.
Cook pushes the back corner, finds it. Off the 2-ball, Cook delivered.
Right there, that deep corner, those are vulnerable. Anytime that second ball, they're in the base position, it's open. She gets it right in the corner.
And the serve is long. course, John Cook not here to be able to watch his daughter tonight. He's down in Kansas with the Huskers. Nebraska playing volleyball on the road this evening in the Big 12 Conference.
He was able to attend the first round on Thursday, but then left.
He was there on Friday as well.
He was able to come Friday as well.
The team left on the bus. He stayed behind. We watched the Bolts on Friday night as well. Went down late to be with his team. So tonight, I understand he's going to watch it on Slingbox on the way back on the bus. So they're actually recording the broadcast for him into a computer down in Lawrence. So he's hearing this as he drives back on the bus. Hopefully, Nebraska's victorious on the road in Kansas. Another kill by the Bolts. They're on top now by 1.
And you can see Falter here, again, working very hard in transition to get that slide around the backside. And she's hitting that line shot just where she needs it.
Grace Moore to serve as the Pius student section sings Amazing Grace. And they usually like to hit the high note right about the time the kill happens.
Just a little early,
off,
timing there, but the kill still resulted. You can see coming around the backside. Nice slide there by Bachman.
(7-5) Pius outside Braun off the top of the block. Tip. Nice timely tip by Rose. Way to see the floor there.
Rose very cool, calm, collected. Just slight angle of the shoulders. Shoots it to that donut in the middle of the court.
And the ace, Melissa Costello, evens it at 7. Braun on the slide. Outside Rauert gives the Vikings a lead.
Rauert just shooting the ball through the gap. The blockers are not closed. There's enough space. You can see quite a bit of space for her to swing through. Sees that, pops it in.
Costello serves. Cook pushes behind her, tip try. Outside, Braun. Raddick was there. Rauert the other way. Rauert back-to-back kills.
Rauert going at the high hands, gets that deflection off the blocker's hands, and too deep for defense to step in and play.
Good job by Rose. Get a hand on that swing by Bachman. Down the line, Braun again.
Braun buries it down the line. The fast tempo, the line is open, blockers are moving, but they are not moving out that far. And she delivers.
Lauren Cook, the 5'8" senior setter, now to serve for the Bolts. Jump serve ace. Leads this Bolt team at aces.
She had 87 coming into the state tournament. Adds another one to the count, plus a few en road to the finals.
Total now at 92, I believe, as Jake Moore does such a great job of giving us updated stats after every match.
We are well informed.
Wow, Braun.
She's so explosive and powerful as she hits that ball. Here you get a chance to look at it one more time. Wow.
Yeah. Ball Pius. And another one. Good job to shoot it out the right away to Braun.
Braun's ready. That's the thing. That's the key.
Ball's on the northwest side.
Erica Efkin was right there, but she went up. The ball didn't even cross the tape here. We'll get a chance to look at it as it pops up. The defense is down to play the ball, and it's actually still on their side.
Bolts can't quite get to that one, and another kill from the outside. 11-10 now. Pius turned that deficit around on the serve of Cook. Katie Rowert, the 5'8" senior outside hitter, will now serve for the Vikings. Good serve. Ball to the slide. Vranick gets it up. Rose pushes it across. Tried the quick, little miscommunication.
Bachman coming in for the quick right in front, and Cook's shooting it out to that 3 spot.
Great dig. Myers just wide.
Vranick is doing a great job digging balls back here. That's why she obviously has the libero jersey on, but she's popping it up. They're coming so hard, she's struggling a bit to control them. Just needs to cushion, absorb a little bit more. It'll be right in her setter's hands.
Coach Rose started one of the developmental programs, as that's just in Grand Island. So this core group of Northwest players have been playing together since they were in 3rd grade.
And that's a huge benefit, just to work together collectively, to develop together. And again, the chemistry that's developed with that really can enhance the level your team will play at.
Rose on the slide, and Rose puts it away for the kill.
Rose just out there steady, keeps working hard. You don't see a lot of highs and lows from her. She's just very consistent all the way around in her play.
And just long by Taylor Johnson. So back in the game comes Vranick at the libero spot, and in for the Bolts to serve now is Zelly Ross. Also back in there is Allie Falter in the middle for the Bolts. Efkin, Falter, Gaden up front for Pius. Rose outside to Myers. Cook to Gaden. Tries the angle, not there. Myers will try it again. Touch the top of the block. Back to Efkin. Efkin uses line. Back row Braun. Just wide. One of our better rallies of the night. Rose just wide on the swing.
But again, just watch her poise out on the court. She doesn't let it impact the next play. It's done, she moves on. I really like to see that from her, and that's why she plays so consistent.
Myers off the side of the block of Efkin, gets the kill.
Myers takes that line shot also. Efkin arms up there, but they were used to her disadvantage.
Serve wide. So Efkin will go to the bench, and back in to serve will come Haley Heibel. 16-13, Pius on top by 3 here in set number 2. Bolts won the first 25-17. Rose outside, Myers.
Straight up.
Rose. And the kill, Costello on the right side.
Just very patient, very methodical. The Vikings stay organized, and Rose pushes it back, spreading the offense around a little bit, making those blockers of Pius move, and they get the kill.
Amber Reedy back in the game to serve, the 5'6" junior outside hitter for Northwest. Block back.
Great block adjustment there by Costello.
Cook goes behind her. Solo block. Falter was there.
Falter and Cook didn't get switched. They stayed. That put a bigger block on the outside. You can see Falter matching up one-on-one. Nice adjustment.
Gaden with the serve. Rose to shake her back in the game. And that's blocked back and down. Point to the Bolts. And now we'll have a timeout.
Falter really doing a great job up front. Big block there. She's blocking along the net, doing a tremendous job being there and being ready to stop the ball.
So the Thunderbolts on top by 4 at 18-14. Coach Rose takes a timeout to chat it over with her Northwest squad. Well, tonight after the Class C2 championship, watch singer-songwriter Amy Mann debut on the Austin City Limits stage with tunes from her latest album. Plus, folk rockers Iron and Wine perform their newest CD. Austin City Limits, showcasing the best original music and beyond. You can find a home on the Austin City Limits stage and on NET1 and NET HD tonight after our Class C2 state championship match. This is the fifth of 6 matches today here at the Nebraska Coliseum. This morning in Class D2, bright and early at 9:30, they got things started as Ewing swept Chambers. In C1, Columbus Scotus swept Grand Island Central Catholic. Papillion La Vista swept Papillion La Vista South. And then at 5 o'clock in our D1 championship, Giltner swept Bertrand. There's a trend there.
As I say, a common theme as you go through those. Today has been a day of sweeps. Very unusual for the finals, but well-played matches throughout.
And the Bolts up by 4 here in set number 2. Here's Kayla Gayden to serve. Gayden, third on the team with 35 aces on the year. Pushes it back. Looked like she had it.
Yep.
Outside Braun. Braun down the line. Right on the line.
Braun really she's always up. She's always available. Here you get a chance to see she's not in ideal position. Just really wrist shots it. Lands it right on that sideline.
Bolts up by 5 at 19-14. Rose outside. Lauer. Nice elbow to keep it up by Cook. Back to Roward again. Into the net called on the Bolts. Point to the Vikings. Your choice of teams tonight is rather black and white, isn't it?
Definitely.
Grand Island Northwest all dressed in black as in terms of their fans. And you see the back of the screen there, the Pius fans. It's a whiteout for the Pius students. Braun again with another kill.
And that student section is from the floor all the way up to the rafters of the Coliseum.
There's the black of Grand Island Northwest. 20-15 here in set number 2. Taylor Johnson got a hand on it. Outside of Roward. Roward's having some success out there on that left side. Another kill.
She's working over Lauren Cook on the outside, trying to use her hands. She's the smaller of the 2 blockers and really trying to go after her. Cook is slowing it down, but defense is not able to get to the ball or control the ball.
Service error puts Pius 4 away now, and Lauren Cook, who ran off 3 to turn this score around when Grand Island Northwest was on top, is back at the service line. Rose blocked and out. Rose with a kill.
Rose pulled inside for the attack, so she takes advantage of the blockers and directs it off their hands as it goes out of bounds.
Rose out to Myers. Tricky angle by Myers, kept alive by the Bolts, sent over by Cook. Middle back, Taylor Johnson put it away.
Taylor Johnson does a nice job. They stay organized. She keeps working hard here. She comes in that quick transition. Nice high contact, able to get it around the block.
Pius once up by 5. The lead is now 3. It'll be 2, and Jake Moore will take a timeout on that. Or at least up off the bench to applaud his team.
Encouraging his team. Communication on that serve receive.
So now 21-19, no timeout. Into the net. Off of the ace and into the net. Natalie Braun now back to serve. Bolts 3 away, 22-19. Northwestern pulled back to within 2. Ace, back line.
Looked like Lydia Myers really kind of got lost where she was in the court. She was up a little tighter than she thought. A little extra top spin on the ball doesn't hurt either.
23-19 after the ace. Bolts on top this Tuesday night. Big Red Wrap-Up brings you highlights and analysis of the Kansas State game, plus answers to your calls and emails. And Huskers Illustrated Sean Callahan will discuss potential Husker recruits. Big Red Wrap-Up is your inside track each week to Husker football. Watch Tuesday night at 7 Central only on NET1 and NET HD. Huskers with a big win today over Kansas State. Get all those highlights on Tuesday night on Big Red Wrap-Up. Damon Benning will be with us on, is that something we want to be promoting? Damon Benning will be with us on Tuesday night on Big Red Wrap-Up. Damon always does a nice job. Jake Moore going over some last-minute instructions with Kayla Gayden. 23-19. Bolts 2 away from going up 2-0. Important late match here for the Vikings. They can find a way to side out here and get a couple of points to pull it tight. Take game 2. It's wide open again. Rose, tip, pushed back by Gayden. It goes right back to Gayden and sets back to Efkin, and Efkin puts it away.
Efkin, nice job to be ready for that out-of-system attack. You can see it's Gayden steps in, Cook tries to push it to her. She's not ready. She shoots it back to the other end, Tana. Really making it difficult for blockers.
Set point number 2. Johnson blocking out of bounds. Kill goes to Taylor Johnson.
Taylor Johnson says, not yet. We're still fighting for this one. That puts them at 20. Couple points here really could make a difference.
Taylor Johnson now back to serve, 24-20. Set point Pius to go up 2-0. Cook outside, the swing. Kept alive by Northwest. They'll go right back at her again. Block back and another point. Northwest battling. They're not going away yet. And Jake Moore will take a timeout. Grand Island Northwest trying to claw their way back into it. Down now by 3. They've scored the last 2. There's Jake Moore talking it over with Lauren Cook. For more than 50 years, NET has been part of the state's history, bringing local news from across the state, documentaries that affect Nebraskans, and statewide coverage of high school and collegiate sports. Please help us continue the quality of local programming on NET television. With your support, we'll continue to enrich the lives of all Nebraskans. Please visit netnebraska.org or call 1-800-634-6788. Second year in a row, Pius and Northwest have met in the state championship. Pius trying for its 3rd consecutive state championship. As we set off the top, the Bolts won 3 straight in 96, 97, and 98. And now, 10 years later, they're trying to make it 3 straight in 2006, 2007, and 2008. (24-21). Taylor Johnson, the junior middle for Northwest to serve. Still set point for Pius. On the slide, Efkin. Johnson digs it. Outside, Meyer, roll shot. Cook is there. Efkin. Back corner, kill, Gayden. Set 2 goes to Pius. So the Bolts on top, 2 sets to none over Grand Island Northwest. The 3rd is coming up on NET Sports.
College doesn't just happen. You have to be a pain, in a good way. Find someone to help you, like your mom, dad, guidance counselor, or teacher. Keep asking until you find someone who will. There were adults in my life who made sure I took the right classes in high school and helped me apply for scholarships. Thanks to them, I got into a great school. Someone will help you too. All you have to do is ask. This is one time where it's okay to be a pain.
Working together, Catholic schools and parents are instilling a foundation for life and forming tomorrow's leaders, giving young people the tools and values they need to learn, to achieve their dreams, to grow spiritually, and to serve others in need. The Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, supporting schools that enrich Nebraska communities and promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment.
Programming made possible by Time Warner Cable, supporting local performing arts and arts education with projects like Adventure Lead and our annual Arts Immersion Project. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Hello, I'm Jeff Beckman, and thanks to viewers like you, we've increased our membership base by over 25% this past year. Your support is vitally important to NET. Your gift provides the funds we need to produce and purchase your favorite programs year after year. Thank you again for your loyal support. NET is your public television station.
Programming is provided in part by U.S. Bank, measuring success through pride, performance, products, and people. Backed by a 5-star service guarantee. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, one less thing to worry about. Nebraska Office of Highway Safety, please remember that if you drink and drive, you lose. And by Time Warner Cable, supporting local high school athletics and arts education in the communities we serve. All right, so the Pius 10 Thunderbolts hop out to a 2-0 lead over Grand Island Northwest. Vikings now with a long hill to climb, but it's been climbed before. They took Pius to 5 sets the last time these two teams met. That was October 28th, so not quite 3 weeks ago.
So it's doable.
Absolutely.
And really, Pius playing very well, though they're really pushing up tempo. They're controlling the ball. You know, they're really very versatile in their offense. And that's really been a benefit for them.
Ellie Ross starts it off for the Bolts. Rose pushes outside, Myers long. Hitting errors, service errors, those kind of things they just cannot afford. You can't give Pius points.
That's right. You got to make them earn each one, and you need to gain the fire and the momentum with a string and putting them together.
Rose goes to Myers again. That's off the inside arm. It appeared as Falter and another kill, so all even at 1.
Here we get a chance to see that again. Just a little off-tempo ball. Got the blockers in their timing.
Cook runs that one down. Nice one-handed block as Falter gets a hand on that and puts it down.
Falter just really seeding the ball well, reaching out, strong hands to keep it on the Viking side.
Tough serve there. Shocker gets it back up. Back corner. Good decision if you're going to swing out a system, put it in the back. She did.
And make the defense run. Don't hit it to them. Hit it to an open area. At least make them pursue the ball or make a decision.
Cook outside. And the kill.
Rauert does a nice job here taking the line. Very patient, works in hard. Again, you can see the defense is up. It's an open spot. Just got to get it through the block.
Good push. Nice dump on the 2-ball by Rose.
Rose, again, smart decisions out on the court. Very poised, big leader.
Myers serves. Good up.
Great pursuit of balls and just popped it right up. And got Gaden a ball she could get to. And she did a nice job also clearing that area, as you mentioned. See her pop up and then just continue to pursue through the ball, play through the ball.
Jump serve of Gaden. Rose behind her. Blocked back. 4 hits called. Wasn't blocked, it went off the tape. So 4 hits called on the Vikings. All even at 4 now. Here's Gaden again to serve. Into the net. Might be one of only 2 service errors on the Bolts tonight. They've been very clean from the service line. Very clean. They've also served very aggressively, but haven't lost that consistency that they need. They give you a favor, you can't give it back. There you go, exchanging. She's been around a while, seen a lot of volleyball in her 25 years. All at the same school, Northwest Vikings. 470 career wins. Going for the 3rd state championship. Served into the net, or hit into the net by Johnson. Point for the Bolts. Johnson really trying to hit that line shot. She dropped her shoulder and the ball then at a lower height at the contact point, catching the net. Pius has 2 losses on the year, in case you're wondering where those 2 losses came in this 37-2 season. They lost to Papillion-La Vista. Papillion-La Vista won the Class A state championship earlier today in a sweep of Papillion-La Vista South. See one more look at it. And their other loss coming in the hands of Lincoln Southwest. An intra-city battle. Southwest also made it down here to state. Southwest lost in the Class A semis to Papillion-La Vista. Off the top of the block and a nice swing by Taylor Johnson. Just a junior middle. Good looking young player. And a kill by the Bolts. Braun got on it again. Kathy mentioned earlier in that October 28th battle between Pius and Northwest, Natalie Braun with a huge night, 29 kills on how many swings did you say? 79 swings. Wow. So a lot of balls were channeled her direction, but again, very even match between the 2 of them. Pius does come out on top, but Braun a big factor in that offense. Braun again with the big swing there. Nice up. And Reedy. Quick. Bachman can't get it down. And that swing a little long, no touch. Ellie Ross right back deep in the baseline. Knew to let that go. Great positioning. And Coach Rose will take a timeout. Bolts on top by 4, 10-6 here in set number 3. Important not to let him get too far away. Well, you can relive all of the exciting action from the 2008 NSAA State Volleyball Championships with your own DVD copy. DVDs include player introductions, play-by-play commentary, and the awards ceremony. Order online at www.netnebraska.org. Click on Shop NET, or you can call Monday through Friday, 1-800-868-1868. DVDs are $19.95 plus tax and shipping. You can watch all the high school championship action again and again. Order one more time at www.netnebraska.org, or you can give us a call, 800-868-1868. Nice stocking stuffers. Christmas just around the corner. (10-6) Bolts on top here in the 3rd set. As the Vikings break, and there's Pius. You know, we talked about Lauren Cook and her development. Think about how busy John was during his coaching career at Wisconsin, and before that at Nebraska, and then when he came back to Nebraska after that as well. And a lot of the credit to Lauren's setter skills will go to her mom, Wendy. Wendy obviously was a fantastic setter in college. John's wife, Wendy. Wendy is here tonight, and really, in those formative years, taught Lauren everything she knows. think everybody assumes coach's kid and assumes it was all John, but Wendy had a big hand in helping develop the setter that Lauren Cook is today. Look at Wendy Cook.
And again, a very proud mother, a mother who's been very active, involved in her kids, knowing that John Cook's been gone quite a bit, and with his schedule, it's difficult. They really work hard to do what they can, and Wendy doesn't miss a thing. She's there and provides that great support and consistency for her kids.
Lauren's dad tonight down in Kansas, coaching the Huskers, and you see her firing up Pius. The Huskers leading Kansas right now 25-21. They won set number 1. They lead in set 2 25-18. Make it 23-18 in set number 2. So took set number 1 and leading in set 2.
You get a chance to say, again, Gaden is doing a tremendous job hitting that line. That's a shot just because the type of swing she has is kind of over the shoulder shot. She set it perfectly for that.
Back row Braun. Shaker was there to get a hand on it. Rose blocked back and out of bounds. Rose with the kill. Vikings back to within 2. Push to the back corner. Could it have been any more precise?
I don't think so. Well executed. She just knew she has a sense for where she's at and really control of the ball.
Bolts by 3. Rose. Reedy couldn't get it down. They'll go right back to her again. Blocked again. Headed out of bounds, but a diving Northwest player got a hand on it, and the kill goes to Efkin.
Again, that pursuit of balls, it's hard to tell there. You're at close position. She's trying to drive and get to that ball quickly. It probably would have been out.
Just got the update that the Huskers are leading now 2 sets none. They did win 25-18. I was...
Premonition.
Thank you. Back and out of bounds to the kill. One more time to Falter. Allie Falter. What a great, I don't know if surprise is the right word, but wouldn't it be great to have somebody that coming in the next year you're really not counting on, and all of a sudden she becomes one of your primary targets, primary weapons in your offense?
And Cook really feeds her the ball quite frequently, and so the timing between that relationship between the two of them has really just developed over this season. But she's also leading the team in blocking. She is up there doing a lot of things well.
And right behind Lauren Cook, she's second in the team in hitting percentage, and Cook obviously is setter, so not swinging all the time. Hitting .426 on the year, is Falter. That's blocked back, good coverage. Meyer off the hands, and Meyer gets a kill again.
Meyer really facing a big block. She takes advantage of the hands up there instead of getting stopped by them. She uses them for her advantage.
Serve is long. Braun watched it the whole way.
And that's what you need to do. Follow the ball to the line, then you know. And if it is in, you're there to make the play.
Amy Heibel with the serve. Outside, off the top of the block, and the kill. Melissa Costello.
Costello does a nice job staying focused here. Goes off the high hands here. You get a chance to see another look at one-on-one blocking matchup.
Back to Costello again, block back. Rose the other side. Rowert pushes it right along the line. Good save. And a swing into the net.
Really not a good ball there to push back to Falter. Falter really couldn't do anything with it. Tough to handle.
(15-13). Make it 16 now. Bolts with another one.
Braun just very poised, gets a 10-foot attack here, tempo balls it, and now sweeps it to the middle of the court.
Linebaugh seeing her first action of the game now. The 5'4" outside hitter with a jump serve into the net. With the serve. Cook pushes out to Braun. Braun readjusts but swings long.
Tough ball. Braun was coming a little bit more inside. That ball is really pushed out to the pin, so she's really kind of in an awkward, contorted body position to try and swing at it.
And the ace, all even now at 16. Northwest has come back.
You can see the ball, they're going right at Linebaugh. She's a sub as she's come in. She's pulled off the bench. Great decision to go at her early on, try and catch her before she gets warmed up.
Gayden back in the match now. Push back to Braun. She passed it, then drives it. Chased down by Northwest. Kept alive. And the big swing. Braun right down the line.
She's so powerful and explosive as she goes up after the ball. Just watch her. Beautiful.
Could have been a big point for Northwest, not only taking the lead, but an emotional defensive play there. Certainly would have brought that crowd to their feet. Taylor Johnson off the top of the block of Cook. Cook gets set on the right side, blocked back again. And chopped at the net. Into the net, called on Northwest.
A lot of action happening up there, tight at the net. Northwest just a little overzealous, reaching across for the ball. Getting into the net.
So after being tied at 16, the Bolts, two quick ones to make it 18-16. Johnson on the slide, nothing there. Pius goes back to it. Off the inside block, Bachman puts it down.
Bachman comes back with the slide also. That makes it very difficult. Northwest goes on the slide. That means the middle blocker is at the opposite side of the net. Great set choice also by Cook.
Pius gets challenged. Both times they've been challenged in this match, they've responded big. They respond again now. 4 straight, and that will force a timeout for Diane Rose. So the Bolts on top, 2-0. They lead it here in set number 3, 20-16. We'll be back for the conclusion at the Coliseum.
Hi, Kevin Kugler along with Adrian Fiala, inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will review the Kansas State Husker game along with Sean Callahan on recruiting.
Join us live next Tuesday on NET1 and NET HD for the next Big Red Wrap-Up.
Hello, I'm John Bruning. As Nebraska's Attorney General, part of my job is to protect consumers like you. There's a lot of misinformation out there about the upcoming conversion to digital television. For instance, you won't necessarily have to get rid of your existing TV. And if you get your TV signal from cable or satellite, the conversion may not affect you. For more straight talk about digital television, call 1-800-868-1868 or log on to netnebraska.org/DTV.
Back in Lincoln at the Nebraska Coliseum. Pius, the 10th Thunderbolts, on top of Northwest, 2-0, leading here 20-16 in third. Nice swing and a kill. Rowert
really has come through in critical points here. She's again coming in here at a little different spot on the court in the middle, crossing around, but she's really doing a nice job. Continues to pursue that point one at a time.
Serve is long, another service error, 21-17. Lauren Cook now serving for the Bolts. A little floater. Out A little close to the net. Do anything with it. Braun off that block, and Braun with another kill.
Braun, great decision there. She had Rose right in front of her, so she just directs the ball out of bounds off the hands. You can see the rotation of her swing, giving her the advantage.
Another tough serve. Keeps the Vikings out of system. Quick on the slide. No touch. Point Vikings. I don't think
Coach
Jake Moore thought there was no touch.
And he's so intense. He's pushing for it, and again, that's just what he asks his kids to do: run that play.
Couldn't quite get that cleanly. Punched across there. Reedy can't get it down either. Rose does, right in the middle.
Rose just steps up and takes charge. Here you get a chance to watch her again. She just turns. I'll take care of it.
Vikings back to within 3. Quick outside, Braun. Block back. Taylor Johnson. Looked like Braun had line, and she went right at Johnson.
Johnson does a good job here. You can see the flow. She pushes hard. That inside hand seals it off. Stops Braun.
So at 22-20, Jake Moore will take a timeout. Jake Moore in his 19th season at Pius. 527 wins and just 166 losses. We'll hear the Pius student section eventually start hauling Gerald, his real first name. Let's go down to Danny courtside.
Well, it looks like Northwest has kind of got a new life right now. I mean, they're rejuvenated. You saw them get fired up on that last point. You know, they don't want to end their season like this, where the first part of this game, they kind of looked like they were giving up, down in the dumps, and I think they're finally realizing, hey, we can fight. We're still in this. It's only 2 points. So hopefully they can keep this going and push this into a 4th game.
It's Bolts, 22-20. Katie Rauer will serve for the Vikings. They're down 2. Bolts 3 away from the match. Stuck a hand out to save it. Efkin all the way across the court to get a hand on that. Rose. Oh, kind of a missed swing by Braun that turned out all right. She didn't get all of it, but just enough to make it really good.
She didn't get a clean hand on the ball. She's trying to send it down the line, but you can see just enough spin and enough fingertips to get it to go over.
Bolts now 2 away. Braun with the serve. Efkin. Reedy, long. One thing this Pius club has done all year long is when they smell it, they attack.
They just ratchet up another notch and just come at you. And again, the energy, just Lauren Cook running to center. One more.
This for the 3-peat. Free ball. Cook goes behind her. Got it up. Great save. Cook quick in the middle. And a kill. Liz Bachman finishes it. Pius back-to-back state champs in Class B. So the Pius Thunderbolts come out and sweep Northwest and leave no doubt the Bolts 3 straight. champs in 2006, 2007, and once again in 2008, the Pius, the 10th Thunderbolts, are state champions.
College doesn't just happen. You have to be a pain, in a good way. Find someone to help you, like your mom, dad, guidance counselor, or teacher. Keep asking until you find someone who will. There were adults in my life who made sure I took the right classes in high school and helped me apply for scholarships. Thanks to them, I got into a great school. Someone will help you too. All you have to do is ask. This is one time where it's okay to be a pain.
You're on vacation in the mountains. You've got the kids, the dog, and your tent. Your son says, hiking is lame, so you try rock climbing. It ends up being harder than it looks. Now you're in the hospital wishing you'd stayed home. But you've got Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so you know you're covered, even though you're out of state. So you relax, which is why you went on vacation in the first place. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska. One less thing to worry about.
Did you know that 1 out of 4 Nebraska high school students had their first drink before they were 13 years old?
Hello, I'm Rod Bates. If you want more information about digital television, call toll-free 800-868-1868 or log on to netnebraska.org/DTV.
Programming is provided in part by Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. Time Warner Cable, providing coverage of local high school sporting events and activities on Nebraska On Demand, Channel 101. And by Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nesoybeans.unl.edu. It's time to hand out the hardware, and for that we go to our public address announcer. Here's Steve Lemon.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is delighted to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Control members Terry Keneally from York and Max Kroger from Ord, as well as U.S. Bank Representative Patrick Smithman. Here are the awards for Class B runner-up, Grand Island Northwest High School. Will head coach Diane Rose and your assistants please step toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Shayna Shocker. Number 2, Kayla Fayberg. Number 3, Amber Reedy. Number 5, Katie Rowert. Number 6, Lydia Myers. Number 10, Melissa Costello. Number 16, Carney Keel. Number 17, Kaylee Buckman. Number 18, Michaela Shimmer. Number 19, Taylor Johnson. Number 20, Rachel Purdy. Number 24, Jenna Rose. Number 25, Amelia Beeler. And number 30, Kyla Hefronik. All of you are welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Grand Island Northwest High School. And now to the champions from Lincoln Pius X High School. First, head coach Jake Moore. We have a special award for you. Now, coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. Number 2, Grace Morin. Number 3, Lauren Cook. Number 4, Kirsten Leinbaum. Number 5, Ellie Ross. Number 6, Erica Efkin. Number 7, Cassie Efkin. Number 8, Kelsey Heidemann. Number 9, Natalie Braun. Number 10, Megan Lang. Number 11, Haley Heibel. Number 12, Allie Falter. Number 13, Liz Buckman. And number 15, Kayla Gaden. And now for these outstanding athletes of their school, here is the 2008 Class A, Class B State Volleyball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Lincoln Pius X High School.
So congratulations to the Bolts, the Pius X Thunderbolts. Run over by their fans that are congratulated by the whiteout crowd, and they are now back-to-back-to-back, 3-time state champs. When we come back, Danny Busboom will chat with the champs and their coach on NET Sports.
Hello, I'm Jeff Beckman, director of the NET Foundations. NET Sports is pleased to bring you the NSAA State High School Volleyball Championships. Now, I'm right here in the nerve center of NET Sports Productions. The NET Remote Truck is a high-definition mobile production studio that travels throughout Nebraska to bring you NSAA high school football, basketball, volleyball, and wrestling action. Private support from viewers like you is critical to keeping NET Sports on the road. So I'm asking you to log on right now to our website and show how much you value NET's high school sports coverage. When you visit netnebraska.org/sportspartners and join the Sports Partners Club, you're doing your part to see that NSAA high school sports coverage is available not only in your home, but in every home in the entire state of Nebraska. Now, the Nebraska Coliseum holds just over 4,000 fans. Last year, over 54,000 people watched NET's coverage of the NSAA State High School Volleyball Championships, and our audience could actually fill the Coliseum nearly 14 times over. NET is your ticket for live action and a courtside view from your own home. What's that worth to you? Please go to the netnebraska.org/sportspartners and commit your gift of support. Now, when you log on and contribute $120, we'll thank you with an NET Sports Partners sweatshirt in your choice of blue or red, along with a DVD of Dream Like a Champion, the NET documentary that follows the Husker volleyball team through their 2006 championship volleyball season. Now, if you're able to contribute at the $240 level, we'll add the NET Sports Partners duffel bag to your package of thank you gifts, or you can choose to have your entire gift go to support NET Sports programming. Make your gift by credit card or by check or by automatic deduction from your checking account. You can pay for it all at once, or you can pay for it in monthly installment. Whatever works best for your budget works best for us. Any amount you contribute is appreciated, and it's put to great use, bringing you the best sports action from around the entire state of Nebraska for many years to come. Now, once again, log on to netnebraska.org/sportspartners and show your support for volleyball action on NET television. Join the team that brings high school sports home to your community, no matter where you live in Nebraska. Whether you're a grandparent or a parent, or maybe even a classmate tuning in to support your team, NET is the one source that every Nebraskan can look to for exciting, state-of-the-art sports coverage, while you're supporting your local team at the same time. Join the Sports Partners Club and support the NET team. NET, Nebraska's Home for Sports, is your public television station. Your support makes all the difference. Thank you for watching and for supporting NET television.
And we're back at the Nebraska Coliseum as the primarily Northwest crowd there heads toward the exits. The Pius 10th Thunderbolts are waiting backstage with Danny Busboom as they are the state champs in Class B. And I believe Danny Busboom is now with. Well, let's do stats. Let's take a look at the stats first. Let's take a look at stats, final stats from the game.
And Pius, 40 kills against the 36 assists, obviously correlate. Very even on the digs. But look at the blocks, the discrepancy there. 10 blocks for Pius, 5 for Northwest. Really, Falter, huge impact in that blocking statistic.
So it all leads up to a 3-games-to-none win for the Pius Thunderbolts. And now we head down to Danny Busboom. She's with the victorious coach.
So, Coach Moore, three-peat, how are you feeling right now?
Everyone is completely different, but this one we didn't expect it. At least I didn't at the beginning of the year. We had so many people to replace. We lost our top 4 hitters from last year. But when you bring back someone like Lauren Cook, even a bad pass, she can put us in system, and that's exactly what happened tonight. So
we'll talk a little bit about Falter. I mean, not even on the lineup last year. This year, she's not only having an impact, but one of the go-to players.
Last year, she wasn't even on our roster for the district or state tournament whatsoever. And then graduating both middles, Liz and Allie had to step up. Liz at least had been in the environment and had been in matches, so she knew what to expect. But Allie Falter, just her height, and it took us a long time just to convince her that she was a dominating player, because she's a quiet personality, and especially the last 2-3 weeks, she has really taken off personality-wise and become the dominant player. I mean, Lauren fed her and fed her and fed her. I mean, the dog is our bread and butter, but she hits it at such different angles depending on where she's at. And for a junior who's still growing, she's got real good control of her body. And so that just aided it. So.
Yeah, and then you have the 2 seniors, Natalie Braun and Lauren Cook, that really seem to connect well out there. How much are you going to miss those guys?
Well, how do you explain the fact that you have a 4-year setter who completely shattered the setting assist record for the state of Nebraska? And then Natalie Braun came into her own here last year at the state tournament. She led us in kills during the tournament, but nobody had noticed her because she had a shoulder injury, so she had to play bro all year. But this year, she was our go-to at the beginning until we developed the rest of them. And then tonight, all the hitters were on. Right side, Erica Efkin played a phenomenal match, just a lot of touch blocks. But Natalie, she was our, we put her in the middle on all 6 serve receives. She hit out of the middle, she hit out of the left, she hit out of the right. She hits slides, she hits quicks in the middle. She's 5'8", but she's fearless, completely fearless.
Well, congratulations on the championship this year. Do you think there's a shot for a 4-peat?
We're going to enjoy this one, and we'll worry about the 4-peat later.
That's what I was hoping you'd say. Congratulations.
Thanks, Danny.
Bye. Next, we have Natalie Braun, one of the seniors. You played great tonight.
Thank you so much.
And I was talking to Jake about how well you and Lauren connect. I mean, is it as good on the court as everybody sees it?
Absolutely. We've been friends since like 6th grade, so we've really built a good connection. And, we're good friends on and off the court, and we can stick together through anything.
How were you feeling before the game? When you came out there, spark plug, got it going?
I was actually really nervous before the game. Last year we lost to Grand Island in regular season and then came back to beat them in the finals. So I was a little worried about that because we beat them in regular season. But it ended up good. We started out on a run, so it was fun.
You know, and 3 in a row is a tough feat to accomplish. And how did you guys overcome the high expectations this year?
We just worked really hard. No one on the team likes to lose, and Mr. Moore pushed us every day in practice, and we got better every day and really grew as a team.
Well, congratulations. You played great.
Thank you so much.
Next, we have number 12, Allie Falter, the newbie on the team. Certainly had a major impact this season. We're all wondering, what did you do in the offense to improve so much before this year, in the off seasons, excuse me?
We just tried to quicken up our offense and try to get the block up so that we could get a good passing system, get lower in the ball, and just run a fast offense so that we could get a kill.
What does Coach Moore say in timeouts and in between games to really keep the momentum? I mean, the whole game, the momentum was on your guys' side.
Yeah. I think it just depends. I mean, if we're down, you know, we need a little boost. He just tells us what we're doing wrong, what we need to do to, like, make it better. And he's always there for us. He always gets our attitude up. And then if we're doing good, he just makes sure that we don't get high on ourselves, you know, so we keep playing hard.
Well, you had a great game, a great season this year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Last but not least, we have Lauren Cook. Great game.
Thanks, Danny.
You played awesome. So I really see the offense is really, really quick. Is that something that, you know, you've been working on for 4 years, or, you know, did this just this year just happen to work the best?
Because we lost so many seniors last year, we really had to put in a new offense, I guess. And at first it started off slow, and then towards the end of these like past 3 weeks, we've really tried to speed it up, and it worked. And my hitters did great tonight.
Yeah, they were certain. You guys were all connecting well. How has your leadership developed in the past 4 years? You know, you were starting as a freshman, and obviously as a freshman you're a leader, but out there I could just tell, like, the way you're commanding the team, it was great.
Starting as a freshman really helped. It's really matured me, and I've always kind of had the leadership role, and I hope I can take that up and do the best that I can at it.
No, and how has Coach Moore helped you develop as a setter?
I give him a lot of my success. He's helped me through everything, not only just on the court, but off the court also. And he's really just helped me with a lot.
Well, you're an amazing setter, and you're going to do great at UCLA. Congratulations on the championship.
Thanks.
Well, back to you, Larry.
Thanks, Danny, and congratulations to the Pius Thunderbolts, the Class B state champs for the 3rd consecutive year. And you can see a bunch of very engaging and intelligent young ladies there at Pius 10th. Congratulations. We'll be back to wrap it up for the Class B state champions, the Bolts, when we come back.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
My job as an engineer for the Nebraska Public Power District is rewarding. My education and technical skills are used every day to help generate electricity for Nebraskans. And I feel good because I believe that what I do maintains the state's quality of life. NPPD is where I want to be.
Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Hi, I'm Kevin Kugler, along with my partner Adrian Fiala, inviting you to join us for our next edition of NET's Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin, we'll break down the Kansas State Husker game, and also joining us will be Sean Callahan with all the latest recruiting news.
And be sure to vote in our sideline survey. Where do you want to see the Huskers go bowling? Check us out at netnebraska.org/Big Red. Join us live next Tuesday at 7 Central on NET1 and NET HD for the next Big Red Wrap-Up.
You're on vacation in the mountains. You've got the kids, the dog, and your tent. Your son says hiking is lame, so you try rock climbing. It ends up being harder than it looks. Now you're in the hospital wishing you'd stayed home. But you've got Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so you know you're covered, even though you're out of state. So you relax, which is why you went on vacation in the first place. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska. One less thing to worry about.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. The U.S. Bancorp Foundation supports charitable, educational, and community service-oriented organizations in communities across Nebraska and the nation. U.S. Bank employees dedicate their time and efforts to local causes they are truly passionate about. U.S. Bank. Wherever you go, you'll find us.
Hey, college doesn't just happen. You have to push yourself as you go through high school.
Don't be afraid to take classes like Algebra 2, Biology, or a foreign language. They can help raise your ACT score and prepare you for college. I wasn't the smartest kid in high school, but I took the top classes and I passed. So what are you waiting for? Push yourself over to your counselor's office and sign up for them. They won't be easy, but you'll be glad you did.
Soy biodiesel from Nebraska soybeans lowers our dependence on foreign oil. It has properties that reduce engine wear. And it burns without harmfully polluting the atmosphere. The Nebraska Soybean Board encourages the use of soy biodiesel.
Back at the Nebraska Coliseum, the Class B championship in the books. The Pius 10th Thunderbolts over the Northwest Vikings 17-21 and 20. For the sights and sounds and a look back at the Class B state championship. Let's take a look. Congratulations to the Bolts. We'll be back in Lincoln to wrap it up from the Coliseum on the campus of the University of Nebraska.